must I prove every day my love for you, just so you don't walk away. But I gotta check it out. Every time I see you, I think we're seeing equal, but then I notice that you bring it back.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Mack Lessons Radio Show, and I'm your gracious host. This is Mr. Tariq Elite, also known as Tariq King Flex Nasheed. Glad to have everybody tuning back in today. It's going to be a great show today. Today's show is brought to you by CashCowGreen.com. That's where you want to go if you want to get your gear up. You want to get suited and booted, go to CashCowGreen.com. And today's show is also brought to you by Megamates. 1-800-1888 Megamates is a telephone dating company that's been helping people find dates for over 17 years. Millions of single men and women call Megamates to make friends, find dates, or to have casual encounters. 888 Megamates is a private, safe, discreet company. It's easy, it's fast, it's fun to find a date. So go to 888 Megamates, call them up, record a personal message, listen to voice personal, spit game. Go to the website www.megamates.com. So we're going to have some fun today, man. We're going to take some calls. I want to chop up game. And don't forget, everybody, you can still get tickets to my seminar, my seminars, plural, coming to Houston, Texas on February 27th at the University of Houston. That's Saturday night, 7:45 p.m. And I'm going to be at the Chicago Center of the Performing Arts, March 3rd, Chicago, Illinois. Go to MackLessons.com to get advance tickets for that. Come on out, chop up game with me, man. It's going to be off the chain. And don't forget, guys, you can still get the Valentine's Mackish package until February 12th. So go to MackLessons.com to get the Mackish package. A lot of folks are calling in. We're going to take some calls before I get into the game. A lot of folks are calling in. I'm going to get on the calls in a minute. Let me put on some Mackin music. Let me do that real quick. Let me just put on some Mackin music. Now, on today's show, y'all, I'm going to talk about the definitions of the game. I'm going to have to take it back to the Survivor Scrolls. Because of a lot of the definitions of the game, they've been lost. A lot of people are switching up terms and definitions and trying to make them something that they're not. So I'm going to go back into the essence of the game and talk about the definitions of certain parts of the game. I'm going to get on that in a minute. And want to shout out to all my Ustream people and also all my people on Facebook. You guys can hit me up on Facebook.com/Tariq Elite. Add me. I chop up game with my players on Facebook all the time. And I want to thank my Facebook people. I was trying to get a computer the other day, and I got a lot of recommendations. I ended up getting a very good Dell computer. I got an HP computer, but it wasn't compatible with some of the software I had. So I got a Dell, and I like to thank all my players for giving me advice on that. And you guys can also add me to Twitter. Twitter.com/Tariq Nasheed, and we can chop up game on that level. And my Ustream people, I might do a Ustream show tonight. I might go to Vegas later on today. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to go to Vegas today or tomorrow. So I'm going to be doing a Ustream show either later on tonight or sometime tomorrow. So you guys can hit me up on Ustream. Speaking of Vegas, did y'all hear that bullshit where the mayor of Vegas is supposed to be mad at Barack Obama? President Obama said something about Vegas very casually, very nonchalantly. He wasn't even dissing Vegas. The president was doing a speech at a high school, and he was telling people, like, look, we should save our money. We shouldn't go blow all our money off on things that we really don't need. We don't need to go buy a lot of stuff at the mall. We don't need to go to Vegas and spend all our money up in Vegas gambling. We need to be very frugal about our money. He was having a speech like that about the economy, and then the government of Vegas, the mayor and some of the officials in Vegas got mad at Barack Obama, and they got this big brouhaha about what he said. It's a bunch of bullshit, and it's a smoke screen. So you guys need to know how to peep that. Let's see who's on the phone. Who's on the phone?
Hello?
Hey, what's up, man? Who's this?
Hello?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me, player? God damn, it sounded like that nigga was being murdered. My God. People, when y'all call up, man, y'all get those prepaid phones taken care of, man. Because if the phone line is going to be messed up, I'm just going to spit game. A lot of folks, they don't want me to take calls anyway. Some people do, some people don't. But when you call up, man, make sure your phone is on deck. All right, speaking of the media, also, man, what's funny, I saw they were talking about they're going to lift the ban on gays in the military. I didn't know that they still had a ban on gays in the military. I get a lot of cats from the military who listen to the show, and I thought they had the don't ask, don't tell thing, and I don't know exactly what's going on with that. But it's kind of a mixed bag. It's kind of a double-edged sword because you want to be tolerant in the military, and I got a lot of cats who buy my books in the Army. I send books and DVDs to Army cats all the time, but it's a double-edged sword. You know, you want to be tolerant, you want to respect everybody's lifestyle choices, but you don't want to be like in Afghanistan somewhere and you're on the front lines and you in an Army tank and you look over and your comrade is looking at you talking about,
I'm not scared of lions and tigers and bears, but I'm scared of...
Yeah, that's going to fuck up the military morale to a certain degree. What's up? Who's calling?
Hey.
What's up?
What's going on, man?
What's going on? Who is this?
Ain't too much. This King from Atlanta.
All right, what's going on? What's on your mind today, player?
I got a question. One of my homeboys dealing with this young lady or whatnot. I just want to know what the problem is with some women that, you know, they're in abusive relationships, and when somebody tries to step in, well, not step in really, but when they break up with them, a new dude's trying to step in and treat them right, they still always cling back to the past, you know?
Well, you know what, man? The thing is, man, that's a big dilemma that a lot of dudes have, man. That created the whole concept of a captain save-a-hole. You can't really save somebody who don't want to be saved, man. Truth be told, there's a lot of women who have masochistic tendencies. They like mental and verbal abuse. They like being dissed because that draws out an emotion. That becomes a challenge to them. When a dude is too accommodating to a female, almost that's like a sign of weakness to some females. And some females are very masochistic in the sense where they want a dude who can challenge them and damn near abuse them, basically, and they'll stick with that because deep down they feel like they deserve that. You dig what I'm saying? Women know themselves better than most people, so when a guy is rolling out the red carpet and treating them too fly, a lot of women are like, well, I'm not really that fly. Why is this nigga treating me like this? Well, once he find out that I ain't shit, the tables are going to turn. So a lot of women just like to deal with dudes who deal with them like they ain't shit, because women have a I ain't shit self awareness about themselves. So it's some real deep psychological shit. I'm gonna have to do a whole show about that, man. But tell your homeboy to take the cape off, though. You feel me?
I got you, man.
All right, man. Thanks for the call, player. What's up, man? Who we got? We got somebody in North Carolina.
Yeah, this is your boy Luke Brooks. Just got back from OCS with the Navy.
Oh, there you go, bro. What's going on with you?
No, man. No, I'm trying to talk to you about the negotiation. I've been trying to get this Camaro.
Okay.
Coming up in 2010, and what I did is just open up all my bids to everyone. I let everyone know. But what's the best strategy when choosing a car like this? I know you probably have some good game to fill on that.
Yeah, when you choose a car, man, it's like hustling, it's like macking, it's like spitting game. Number one, man, the car salesman, understand what a car salesman is. He's a professional bullshitter. Car salesmen, they're macking, they're spitting mad game at you. They're spitting, you like a chick at the club and they're like a dude trying to get some ass.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to be telling you everything you want to hear. They're going to be sounding all fly. They're going to offer you drinks and cookies and coffee and all that. You play past that. Just look past all that bullshit and like, look, okay, what is this car going to act like when I leave this lot? Don't fall for the charm of the salesman, because you're not buying the charm, you're buying that car. He's charming as hell, but you drive that shit off the lot, then all of a sudden the radiator blow out on you. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be real practical and don't let them upsell you. Don't let them get you back on the interest rates too. They get people on the interest rates. They'll be like, yeah, we'll get you the car for $800, but then it's like a 20% interest rate. You'll be paying off that motherfucker for the next 5 years. So you got to look at all that shit and just don't fall for the charm. That's all you have to do. All right? Thanks for the call, player.
All right. No problem. Thanks.
All right, y'all. I'm about ready to spit some hot fire. I'm about ready to spit some game. All right, let me spit some game. Let me get into it. Anyway, man, I got an email the other day from a young man. He said, Tariq, man, I love your show. Me and my lady listen to your show all the time. I love everything you say, and my lady likes a lot of the stuff you say, but sometimes she says that you're a little too harsh as far as the words in referring to some of the women. Sometimes you use words like bitch, hoe, slut, and that's kind of off-putting to some women. But other than that, we love the show. And a lot of women say that. A lot of women will throw up the smoke screen about my language because I'm very blunt, I'm very curt on the show. I'm very straightforward on the show. And a lot of women will try to throw up smoke screens. Not all, but some. They'll say, well, Tariq is misogynistic. He's this. He don't like black women. Which is a crock of shit. Any kind of criticism means you don't like black women, which is bullshit. I criticize everybody. Nobody's above any kind of criticism. They say he don't like women, he don't like black women, he hates on this, he's that, he's this, he's that, he's mean, he's an asshole. Okay, asshole is relative. I may be an asshole. To some I'm an asshole, to some I'm a saint. Who knows? But the thing is, I don't lollygag with the language. That's the problem with a lot of people. A lot of people are into self bullshit. A lot of people are into delusions of grandeur. A lot of people are into self-delusion. And if you're deluding yourself, you're going to delude others. You're going to become disillusioned, and others are going to become disillusioned in you. So I like to get back to the essence of what's what. I like to just go back to the definitions of what certain things are. We have a lot of people out here doing one thing and then claiming another. And then people get confused about the definitions of what things are. Men and women are doing this. Now, a lot of women, they feel like, oh, my ears are so delicate. The words are so harsh. The words are not harsh. The words are ringing with truth. The truth is what's harsh, not the words. So I just want to remove the smoke screens and just call things what it is, because it is not the words. It's the truth that a lot of women have a problem with. So we're going to talk about some of the definitions of certain things today. Let's go back to the essence. Let's go to the survival scrolls. Because sometimes I take for granted that a lot of people, a lot of my new listeners, and I have a lot of listeners. This show gets like 100,000 listeners a week. So I have to assume that everybody has not read The Art of Mackin' yet, because there are a lot of new listeners. A lot of you cats have read all my books, like The Art of Mackin', The Mack Within, Player Be Played, The Art of Gold Digging, and my brand new book, The Elite Way. You guys should have all 5 of the books. And I forget that there's a lot of new listeners, and some of them just don't have all of the books. People email me and they'll say, Tariq, I got all 3 of your books. Not realizing that I have 5 books, people. 5 books and a DVD. You get all of them on Amazon, by the way, or MackLessons.com, for those who don't have none of them. But I have 5 books, people, just for the record. So let's go back to the essence. We're going to take it back to The Art of Mackin'. And we're going to get some of those definitions out the way. Well, hold on, let me get a couple of calls real quick, y'all. The phone lines are lighting up. Before I get into the game, let me let the momentum build up. What's up? Who's calling?
Hey, this is NBA 2K calling out of Dallas, Texas. What's up with it, Flex?
What's up, Pimp Juice? Y'all getting ready for All-Star, man?
Man, you know what? I'm going to try to swing through and check it out, man. We'll see, man. We'll definitely see. Definitely got to avoid the tricking, the typical rundown of All-Star.
Exactly.
Hey, Flex, I had a quick question for you.
Go ahead.
How do you maintain the confidence and the correct type of energy when you're doing the transition from a corporate slave to a hustler? The reason why I asked that is because I'm looking at a few business propositions, but, I had experienced like a little brief layoff a couple months back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to maintain that momentum. So what kind of suggestion could you provide?
See, right now what you have is a fear of the not having a safety net. That's all that is, man, because when you work at a corporate job, that's like a little safety net. You're going to get a paycheck every week, but when you work for yourself, there's no safety net. So you got to have extra confidence, and you got to have a lack of fear because you have yourself to depend on, and that's the problem. A lot of cats don't know how to depend on themselves. They don't know how to trust themselves. They don't trust that they will be thorough. So you have to have 110% trust in yourself, knowing that you're going to get your money no matter what. So you got to create your own hustle and stick with it. And I'm going to talk about that later on in the show, about the essence of what's a hustler. So stay tuned, bro.
What's up, man?
Thanks for the call,
Appreciate
Blair.
it. I was also going to bring a few cats to the seminar in Houston, man.
Definitely. So did you get your tickets yet?
Nah, I haven't got them yet, man, but I'm going to try like a busload of cats.
You better
I'm
bring
already
them.
recruiting cats to go with me right now.
Man, go get your tickets now. Go to MackLessons.com and get your tickets, player. I'm going to see you in Houston, man.
Thanks, Flex.
Peace. Man, y'all better bring y'all asses to Houston, man. We're going to have a good time chopping up some real game in Houston. But anyway, let's get to some of these terminologies. Let me start with the guys. Let me start on the players. All right, now, fellas, let's look at the word baller. The word baller usually, back in the day, it meant a dude who had money, a dude who was out here getting his money, a guy who was stacking chips. That was a baller. Now you have dudes who out here spending money, going to strip clubs, popping bottles, claiming that they're balling. That's not really balling. When you're spending a lot of money, that's more tricking than balling. So let's get that straight first of all. You got songs like ballin', all that shit, popping bottle. That's not really balling. A baller wasn't spending that much money like that just to make friends. Because that's what a lot of dudes do. You out here spending money just so people will like you. See, like the old school ballers, they were fly. They had the jewels. They had the rides. They just show up, look fly, and leave. You dig? They weren't tricking and tossing money to everybody in the spot trying to floss. That's a sign of insecurity. So let's get that definition out the way. So now let's take it back to the art of macking. Let's look at the terms players, pimps, and macks, because there's a lot of dudes out here trying to claim pimping, a lot of guys trying to claim being a player, a lot of guys talking about they macking. So let's go back to the essence of the terms. Now let's look at the word player. Player is a dude who basically uses his mouthpiece to get sexual gratification from women. All right? That's what a player is. If you saw that movie How to Be a Player with Bill Bellamy, the movie from 1996, if you remember that movie, the whole objective of the movie was him going around having sex with a bunch of women, which is what players do. That's what players do sometimes. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying this in a judgmental way. But a player is a person who uses his game, his mouthpiece, for sexual gratification with women. Now let's look at a Mac. A Mac is the person who uses his game and his mouthpiece to get sex, money, and status. So the Mac uses his game in different assets and in different aspects of life. A Mac can go into a business meeting and get the same kind of results. A Mac is all about results, using his mouthpiece in his game to get results in anything he does. That's what a Mac is. A Mac knows how to get some money. A Mac can spit some game at a female and get some paper. A Mac can spit some game at a female to get sex. A Mac can spit game in a corporate setting. A Mac can spit game at a car dealership and get the best deal on a car. Macking is all about getting power. It's a power thing with Macs. Power is the main objective with a Mac. And when you have power, you get sex, money, anything at your disposal. All right, now let's look at pimping. Now with a pimp, it's very cut and dry. Now a lot of cats out here like, I'm banging all these women, I'm a pimp. I'm doing all this, I'm pimping. I'm pimping my ride, I'm pimp. The pimping is very simple, man. Pimping is a dude who is getting a woman of the night, prostitute, hoe, escort, what have you, sending her to get money from tricks and bringing all the money to him. That's what pimping is. No more, no less. If you are not sending a female to go break a trick and bring all the money to you, that is not pimping. If you're not doing that, you're not pimping. That is the definition of pimping, y'all. Damn all that other shit that y'all been hearing. Now let's look at hustler. The young man was talking about hustling. A hustler is a dude who's getting his money on his own in an entrepreneurial way, where every participant in the endeavor is willing. A hustler is a person who's getting his money, be it on a legal level or a street level, where the rewards outweigh the risk. A hustler is getting his money in a way where the reward outweighs the risk, and there are nothing but participants. Everybody involved is a willing participant in the endeavor. That's what hustling is. So if you got an operation going and everybody's down with the operation and you getting money on a consecutive basis, that's hustling. That's really all it is. Be it legal or on the street. If you got a trap house going on and everybody's working, the crackheads are happy, the people under you are happy, everybody's hustling. That's hustling. Everybody's making money, that's hustling. Not to advocate anybody getting a trap house, but let's say you own a barbershop or something, everybody's working, everybody's making money, you rent out booths to different dudes, these guys are making their money, you're making your money, that's hustling. You're not depending on anybody but yourself. That is hustling. When you depend on yourself, that is hustling. Now, a lot of people get hustling and scam artists mixed up, because a lot of stuff people are doing are scams. And if you're scamming, that's not hustling. A scam artist usually has a victim in the endeavor. If somebody's being victimized in your so-called hustle, it's not a hustle, it's a scam. If somebody's going to be at a loss and you're going to be at a gain, that's not a hustle, that is a scam. If you go rob a bank, that's a scam. You go carjack somebody, that's not a hustle, that's a scam. You got a situation going on where you breaking into people's houses, you doing a burglary ring, that's not a hustle, that's a scam, because they're victims. And when you have victims, that makes the whole block hot. Whenever you hustle on the streets and you leave a trail of victims, or not even hustle, whenever you're doing business on the streets and you leaving a trail of victims, that makes the block hot. Victims bring in heat. A hustler knows on the street level you want to avoid any kind of heat. That's why you avoid the dumb shit. You try to lay under the radar. You try to be low key. You just try to get your money and then hustle your way out of that particular endeavor. If it's on some street shit, you want to hustle and legitimize what you do. And you want to lay under the radar. Niggas who's on that rah-rah shit, you trying to be extra flossy, you popping bottles, and then you got motherfuckers robbing this person and that person. That makes the whole block hot. And it ain't got nothing to do with hustling. It's a scam. So let's get these terminologies together. Now let me get on the women. Before I get on the women, let me get a call or two. I'm going to get on the women right now. Hold on. What's up? Who's calling?
Hey, what's going on, Rick?
What's up, man? Who's calling?
Sure, it's T-Money from North, man. I don't know what I came to your show, man. What's going on with
What's going on, T-Money? How you doing, player?
Sure, I'm good, man. My first two questions, look, when you going to come out with the Mack Lessons Radio show for the pimps, and also when you going to come out with a daytime talk show for like the TV stuff like that?
Yeah, well, I'm working with TV cats right now as we speak, man. So I got some stuff coming along, man. I was gonna do it. I was talking to some cats at CBS about a year ago about doing some television stuff. It was me and this lady named Liz Hernandez from Power 106 out here, and the management company that I had fell out with the people at CBS, and I was right in the middle of it. So it was a whole bunch of bullshit. But I got some TV stuff coming out now. As far as the pimp show,
what about the pimping?
I'm about to say that, man. I got some players, man, that I'm gonna get, and I'm gonna have a special with all my players. I'm gonna get probably Lee Mack, Gangsta Brown, probably Fillmore Slim, a lot of cats, and just spit that ism, man. So I just want to make sure cats are mentally ready for all that. You dig?
I'm waiting on it, man. Man. Thanks a lot.
All right, man. Peace. But yeah, I got some TV stuff that I'm working on. I'm working with some cats right now, so y'all stay tuned. A lot of folks are like, "What's up with your TV show? We need a TV show from you." And I'm working on some stuff. But yo, have you seen TV lately? It's some goofy shit on television, man. My God. What's that show? The Jersey Shore? God damn. With those horrible shaped Italian girls. Those some of the worst body havingest bras I've ever seen in my life. Those bras have them dumpy SpongeBob bodies. Oh, God. Okay, anyway, I digress. Let me get back on the game. Let me not get off on a tangent. I digress. Okay, let me get on the ladies out here. Let me give some of the terminologies for the ladies out here, since these ladies have a lot of complaints about what I say and how strict I am about my words. Now, a woman who is in a relationship who's trying to get money out of a dude, that is a gold digger. And there's nothing wrong with the gold digger. I have a whole book breaking the gold digging game down. So, gold digger, that's the first term. And I'm using sex terms with women because a lot of women use their sexuality as bargaining chips and as marketing schemes when they deal with men. So I'm using that. That's why I'm using a woman's sexuality to define them in certain ways, because a lot of women use their own sexuality to define them. Now, when a female is having sex or giving sexual favors in exchange for money, that's a hoe. That should be cut and dry, right? The thing is, it's not cut and dry no more. A lot of women are using different terms to describe basically what a hoe is. A lot of people are running away from the word hoe because in some people's mind, in the square world, the term hoe had such negative connotations. So a lot of people try to do the same type of hoish activity and put a different name on it, a cute little name on it. Like you have a lot of women who are strippers. Strippers, basically, that's a hoe. Strippers like to say, well, I'm not having sex. Oh, but yes, you are. Most strippers have sex with clients, and most strippers have sexual contact with clients. If you grinding on a motherfucker's lap, that's hoish. But you have a lot of cute names to describe what hoeing is. You have porn actresses, that's a hoe. You have exotic entertainers, that's a hoe. You have adult actresses, that's a hoe. You have courtesans, that's a hoe. You have sensual masseuses, that's a hoe. Ain't nothing wrong with hoeing. I'm not even saying that to disparage anybody. There's nothing wrong with hoeing, but let's call it what it is. And some of you dudes out there, you better know what you're getting into situations with. Because you guys get out here with these women and they done set up and told you that they're an adult entertainer or they're an exotic masseuse and all this old bullshit, and then you're trying to deal with them on some square trick shit, but they still have that hoe mentality, and you're going to get hoe results dealing with them. So you better have some kind of game in order to deal with them correctly. Because a hoe is a hoe is a hoe is a hoe. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying that in a bad way. You just got to know how to deal with them. Just like women, a trick is a trick, woman. You better know how to deal with a damn trick. These dudes got you thinking that they ballers and they got a trick mentality, and once they get through tearing up your asshole, they're going to go trick with the next female. So you better know how to deal with a damn trick. If you see a dude and he's tricking, he got a trick mentality, you break that motherfucking trick and going about your business. Don't sit up here getting wiped up by the trick and you got babies by the trick, and then he get through tearing the lining out your ass and then going to the next female and you sitting around looking stupid. Talking about niggas ain't shit. Oh, your choices ain't shit. You better recognize what you're dealing with, men and women. Now let's look at some other terms that we have here. Now, a female who has sex with celebrities on a regular basis, that's a groupie, and I've talked about that on the show before. But then you have another term that they like to use for themselves. They like to say, well, they're vixens. A lot of these girls who hang out on video sets and hang around with celebrities, they're vixens. Vixen is a groupie. That's all that is. Let's keep it in perspective. Now, if you have females who have sex for free, that's a slut. You feel what I'm saying? That's a good old-fashioned slut. And the term slut is coming back in style now. Well, in the words of Alexis Tyler, let me play
I don't know what kind of fucking mamas that we got today. I don't know what kind of fucking daughters we got out here. And they're not just my age, but I'm talking about these damn teenage girls. You can tell their mom is a whore and a damn slut. Because the daughter is a damn dumb, backwards, wayward ass, double clutching, double dick sucking slut.
Exactly. Exactly. And that's what it is. See, a lot of women who are sluts, they try to put little cute terms on it. They try to say stuff that they're sexually liberated or they're uninhibited, that they're taking control of their sexuality and all that shit. They're sluts. Let's see who's on the phone real quick. What's up? Who's calling?
Oh, this is Joe from Maryland.
What's up, Joe from Maryland? How you doing, player?
I'm doing good. Pretty good, Tariq. Hey, man, real quick, I got a couple quick questions, real quick, man. Are you still coming to D.C., Maryland, or it's a wrap for that?
No, I don't know when, but I do want to come to D.C., Maryland. I still want to come. I do want to come. I don't know when. What's up? Like, you got a hook up out there or something?
Like I said, man, I'm trying to. I go to Bowie State University, but I know a couple people over at like Howard and like a couple of like the local community colleges. So real talk, I can go ahead and ask and try to look out for you because we really need you down here for real, man. It's a lot of tricking going on down here. That's
true, man. And a lot of people want me to come out to D.C., man. I get like about 5 or 6 emails a day for cats want me to come out to D.C., man. And I really want to get out there. And check on that for me, man. I'll keep you guys posted on that. Thanks for the call. What's up, all my DC people? I know y'all want me to come there, and I really want to come to DC. I wanted to come the first week of March. That was my thing. We wanted to leave Chicago and head right on out to DC. But, man, we could not find a damn venue. I mean, I swear we looked in DC, we looked in Maryland, we looked in Virginia, and I didn't want to go too damn far. I didn't want to, go all off in the boondocks. But, I mean, nobody had a venue available. So I do want to come out to DC. If you guys can, we can try to get some organized for the end of March. I would love to come out there, spit game. So holler at me, man, and holler at your schools. That's another thing, man. You guys holler at those schools, and so we don't have to search all over town for a venue. We can use the school venue, the college campuses, man. Holler at them. They got budgets to bring speakers out, so holler at them. That'll make the load easier on us, so we can go out there and spit. But I digress. But like I said, man, let's go back to the term sluts. Like I said, a lot of women use these terms to dissipate what they really are. They use terms like I'm uninhibited, I'm sexually liberated, I'm taking control of my sexuality. They're just really sluts. They don't want to admit that. Nobody really wants to admit that, but it is what it is. You have sluttish behavior, you should be called what it is. Now, back in the 90s, they called them stanks. And back in the 80s, they called them skeezers. Y'all remember that term? Skeezers. And back in the 70s, they called them freaks. You think they even had a song? You remember this? Y'all remember that? They had a dance called the Freak. Yeah, so... And in the 60s, they had, what was the term? Tramp. That's what they call loose women out here having sex with everybody for free. They call those tramps. And even before then, if you want to get real old school, they used to call them bed wenches. And that's what we have now. A bunch of damn bed wenches out here. Ladies, y'all acting like wenches. Y'all stop being wenches and get you some money, ladies. All this wench-like behavior. Anyway, I digress, y'all. That's been today's episode of the Mack Lessons Radio Show. I had fun. Thank you guys for the calls. Don't forget, man, go to MackLessons.com to get your tickets for my seminar in Houston, Texas on February 27th, Saturday night at the University of Houston. You guys get discount tickets. I think some of the students, you guys get discounts too if you go to the school. So you guys hit me up at info@TariqElite.com. Don't forget, man, you guys can still get the Mackish package, which includes the Mack Lessons DVD, the Risque Elite cologne, the Tariq Elite aviator glasses, and the anti-moist t-shirt. You get all that good stuff for $89. Go to MackLessons.com to get that. And don't forget, man, I will be on Ustream either later tonight or tomorrow. Add me on Twitter, twitter.com/Tariq Nasheed, facebook.com/Tariq Elite. I'ma holla at you. Peace.